Health and Fitness Report.
Computer technology is rapidly changing the way prosthetic limbs are made as amputees demand more freedom and flexibility. New York and Cheryl Wills talked to one man who waited nearly 30 years to stand tall again. Here's part one of Cheryl's report.
For 28 years, Sam Lopez dreamed what seemed to be the impossible dream. He wanted to walk. Paralyzed at the age of 10, doctors in his native Puerto Rico amputated his legs to save his life. But they didn't stop there. Surgeons also removed his pelvis, leaving nothing from the torso down.
And it got to the point that the bone was infected, so they had to amputate the legs. They amputated the right one in '86, the left one in '88. And you know, it was a long time without legs.
But prosthetic legs alone would do little good for Lopez. He didn't have a pelvis to even attach them to. And when he approached workers at East Coast Orthotic and Prosthetic Corp, they were faced with a case they had never seen before.
It isn't like being a below-the-knee amputee or above-the-knee amputee where you have a lot of soft tissue and also you have some bony structure. There was no bone at all, really.
But Sam, who now lives in Brooklyn, hoped that he was in the right place at the right time. Orthotic and prosthetic limbs have come a long way over the last decade. Gone are the heavy wooden limbs. They're now lightweight, high-tech, and custom-made right down to the color. Workers at East Coast serve more than 5,000 patients a year. And computer technology is not only helping patients walk better, it's helping them run. Just check out this computerized designer leg. It belongs to William Muldren. He not only wears a prosthetic, but he makes them at East Coast. And yes, he made his own. It's called a C-leg.
It's a chip. And what it does is that it makes the function a lot easier when you walk because it mimics the good leg. And as you walking, it's a safety need that if you're gonna fall, it will stop you from falling. It will lock and then resume to the same position again.
East Coast Orthotic and Prosthetic also helped people like Rosario Canavo. He stepped on a nail in the rubble of 9/11 on Center Street and tried to take care of it himself. A big no-no. A deadly infection set in, and now he's a below-the-knee amputee.
Fitting was great because they had new machines I'd never seen before.
But Sam Lopez was unlike any other patient who visited the Long Island-based lab. When technicians were faced with his case, they didn't want to say no, but they weren't so sure they could say yes. So they put their heads and their hearts together to try and create a miracle for Sam. Will Sam ever walk? You'll find out in tomorrow's health report. Cheryl Wills, New York 1.
And you can see part two of Cheryl's report tomorrow morning here on New York 1. Now here's a look at last night's winning lottery numbers.